Hey, in this video, I wanted to give 5 quick tips to help those eBay sellers selling vintage and antique items. If your sales are falling flat right now, if you're already a seller and your sales are just a little bit sluggish, these 5 tips can help you maybe jumpstart some sales. So this is not a how-to video. This will not help you if you've never sold on eBay. This is for those who already have stuff listed on eBay, particularly vintage and antique items. You got to remember, eBay is an algorithm, just like Facebook, and you really got to play the game to help your sales, because eBay's not trying to, hurt any one seller. They're trying to sell as much stuff as possible. You really want to end up being one of those recommended sellers that a person finds when they first log on to eBay. How do you become higher ranked in the best match system? So it used to be, eBay a long time ago. For those who've been on eBay for a long time like me, you remember you would search for an item and it would spit them back basically in one order, which was the order of ending soonest, auctions ending soonest. Of course, that's all changed now. Now the default setting is best match. And what does that mean? Well, that means they're trying to match a buyer with what they think is the best item for that buyer. And so as a seller, you want your item to be higher on that list than anyone else's. How do you get higher on that list? Well, you got to sell a lot of items. You got to sell more items. You got to engage the algorithm. All 5 of these tips will help you. Let's dive right in. Tip number 1, use all the photos. Obviously, if any selling items, you want to use clear photos. You want people to be able to understand condition and everything from your photos, but they give you 24 photos. If you're selling something expensive, I would recommend using all 24 photos. If you're selling something cheap, it does get kind of cumbersome to photograph a $15 hat, for instance, over and over again, but you really want to use as many photos as possible. The algorithm is giving you that tool. eBay is giving you that tool. You want to use it. You also want to use videos. For the love of God, just shoot a video. If you have thousands of listings, you might not want to go back and add videos, but if you're uploading anything recently, you need to add a video. These tips will work no matter what, but all my listings are buy it nows, very rarely auctions. They're all buy it nows. I don't have the best offer set up automatically. Yes, tip number 2. Go into your sold listings, see that you can send a coupon. You can send a coupon to a person who just bought something. It's a good way to engage the algorithm. I rarely do this because I try to price stuff where I think is a reasonable price, but this is a great way to engage the algorithm, show the algorithm that you were trying to make sales. Tip number 3, you can always use promoted listings. Yes, promoted listings. You can pay eBay a higher percentage for them to promote your listing higher. Does seem like a double whammy, seems like a scam, but I know sellers who completely rely on this. I rarely do this. Instead, I try to engage, like I said, I try to price stuff reasonable to begin with, but I really try to engage the algorithm on these final 2 tips. These are the 2 most important tips in my mind. One is to send offers. Again, I try to price my stuff reasonable, but if it's languished on eBay for a while, something I've had for a while, I will go through and send offers. And you know what the crazy thing is? A lot of times I send offers, I engage in the algorithm, and it rewards me, it seems like. A different item than the item I sent an offer on seems to sell right away. Could be 100% a coincidence. 100% a coincidence, but it happens a lot. So it does seem like engaging the algorithm just improves your listings somewhere, improves your standing in the best match. I don't know. It's hard to fight it. And then of course, you can sell the item that you send the offer on. I have a fairly high success rate with that. I would say at least 10 to 20% maybe of the items I send offer on seem to sell. It's definitely helpful if the item has a lot more watchers. It's tricky if the item only has 1 watcher, because what it does is it sends an offer to anyone watching that item. I think it also sends it, might even send a listing if you send an offer if you recently viewed the items. I feel like I've gotten that before, items I don't actually watch. But yes, if your item has 0 watchers, you can't send an offer to a watcher. But yes, that's what it does. It sends an offer to a watcher. So the more watchers your item has, the more likely this feature is to work. Final tip, the most important tip, engage the algorithm. Share your store online. Do you have a social media? Share it there, especially on Facebook. Share the listing, let people click on it. Ask your friends. You don't have to be spammy about it. Just say, hey, I'm trying to improve my ranking in eBay. Just friends, please click on this listing, poke around a little bit. I don't even want you to buy anything. Of course, I would love if you buy anything, but I don't expect you to buy anything, but please help me out by clicking this link. And I only do this a couple times a year, and I should probably be doing it at least once a month, because it does really help your standing in the algorithm. And, if you're selling elsewhere, if you got a website, you should probably link your eBay there, because the more people you send to eBay, the more likely eBay is to reward you. I sell a lot directly, as in I buy something, I know someone who will want it. I'll send them a text or an email, give them a call, be like, yo, what up, dude? I got this thing. I know you want it. You want it. And then I sell it to them. That's not how the conversation goes, but, just trying to make it fun for the YouTubers. But yes, I sell a lot directly. I sell a lot on my website / email list, and I sell a lot on my social media. So eBay is clearly number 4 for me, and it might even be at the end of the year, somewhere loosely related to how much I sell at shows. Of course, a lot of expenses goes into setting up a certain shows, and there are some expenses for eBay, but eBay is an important part of my business, and for some sellers, it's their main source of income. So you got to engage the algorithm. You got to make it work for you. So yeah, share your listing. Ask people to click on it. eBay, for me, sometimes eBay will hit a lull where I just don't seem to be selling much, and I jump on, especially those last 2 tips. I try to do those and just spur some sales. And the final way to really spur sales, this is tip number 6, list more items. The more items you list, the more you can sell. And that is the perfect way to engage the algorithm, is to keep listing items, keep selling stuff. The algorithm rewards those who sell, and to be a seller, to sell items, you got to have items listed. So yes, list more items, list new items, sell, 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 keep it going. But yeah, those tips should help you drive some higher eBay sales or more eBay sales. I'm a nomadic antique dealer, meaning I travel the country. My girlfriend and I travel the country, staying in places anywhere from between 1 to 4 months, 3 months. And I sell from my van. I have a van full of stuff. I pack and ship as I go. If you want to follow my nomadic antiques journey, please hit like and subscribe, and check out my other videos. I have some cool antique content to help sellers of all levels. Thanks for watching. Peace.